There are moments in cinema when movement becomes memory, and a single performer reshapes how the world understands the language of combat. Today, we count down the top 10 martial arts movies of Donnie Yen, films that shaped his legacy, expanded the boundaries of screen choreography, and revealed the depth behind every strike he delivers. And at the top of this list stands the film that transformed him from a respected action star into a global icon of discipline, grace, and conviction. Quick challenge: if one Donnie Yen fight scene had to be preserved for future generations, which would you choose? And what makes it unforgettable? Leave your selection below, and let's begin. Number 10. Legend of the Wolf. Directed by and starring Donnie Yen, this film marks an early attempt to merge memory, violence, and myth into a single atmospheric narrative. Told through shifting recollections, the story follows a once-feared warrior whose past emerges in fragments, giving the action a dreamlike, almost haunted quality. Yen experiments with aggressive editing and sweeping camera motions, crafting fights that feel chaotic yet strangely lyrical. The choreography emphasizes desperation rather than elegance, portraying combat as something shaped by survival and regret. While unconventional for audiences at the time, the film's ambition lies in its willingness to present martial arts as emotional history rather than spectacle. Legend of the Wolf remains a revealing glimpse of Yen discovering the artistic instincts that would guide his later work. Number 9. Tiger Cage 2. Under Yuen Wu-ping's direction, this energetic crime thriller captures Donnie Yen at a pivotal moment when his style was still forming but already unmistakably sharp. The story pairs a lawyer and an ex-cop who are forced together by circumstance, drawing them into a dangerous world of betrayal and pursuit. Yen's performance is marked by speed and fluidity, resulting in tightly structured action scenes that avoid excess and prioritize clarity. The choreography leans on grounded movement and rapid exchanges, showcasing a realism that set the film apart from more stylized works of the era. Tiger Cage 2 also highlights the early creative chemistry between Yen and Yuen Wu-ping, hinting at the influence this partnership would later have on modern martial arts cinema. Number 8. Special ID. This modern crime thriller places Donnie Yen in the role of an undercover officer caught between loyalty, identity, and the violent world he's sworn to infiltrate. The film distinguishes itself through its commitment to grounded, close-quarters choreography, reflecting Yen's shift toward more contemporary combat styles. Instead of traditional kung fu techniques, the action incorporates MMA-inspired grappling, takedowns, and rapid striking, giving each encounter a visceral sense of impact. Yen's performance balances physical aggression with the tension of a man living on borrowed time, constantly navigating the thin line between survival and betrayal. The gritty urban backdrop further emphasizes the film's realism, presenting violence as abrupt and unforgiving. Special ID remains notable for expanding Yen's stylistic range and demonstrating how martial arts cinema can evolve while retaining emotional weight. Number 7. In the Line of Duty 4. Early in his career, Donnie Yen brought remarkable athleticism and bold creativity to this fast-paced action film directed by Yuen Wu-ping. The story follows a pair of officers unraveling an international drug case, propelling them into relentless pursuits and escalating danger. What stands out is Yen's raw physicality, dynamic kicks, intricate combinations, and fearless stunts that reveal his commitment long before he became a global star. The choreography mixes crisp traditional techniques with improvisational bursts of movement, capturing the energy of late 1980s Hong Kong cinema. Cynthia Khan's strong presence complements Yen's intensity, creating a partnership defined by urgency rather than glamour. Over time, the film has earned recognition as a showcase of Yen's early potential, illustrating the foundation upon which his later mastery would be built. Number 6. Dragon, also known as Wu Xia. This film marks a thoughtful turn in Donnie Yen's career, blending martial arts with psychological drama and meticulous detective-style storytelling. Yen plays a humble craftsman whose quiet life unravels when a persistent investigator begins to suspect a past steeped in violence. The action is measured and purposeful, emphasizing precision over spectacle, with each movement revealing fragments of the character's hidden history. Director Peter Chan incorporates forensic-style analysis into the choreography, creating a rare fusion of genre and introspection. The film's rural setting adds a somber stillness, allowing moments of combat to resonate with greater emotional force. Dragon stands out for its willingness to explore the cost of transformation, showing how mastery can be both a gift and a burden. It leads naturally into works that embraced even greater intensity. If you've stayed with this countdown so far, you're clearly someone who values not just action, but the intention and discipline behind Donnie Yen's work. His films reward viewers who look beyond impact to the quieter ideas beneath: identity, responsibility, and the weight that mastery carries. So here's a question for those who appreciate the craft. Which Donnie Yen film do you believe deserves more recognition? Share your thoughts below. Your insight may lead others to discover something new. If this exploration speaks to you, consider giving the video a like. It supports the channel the way steady training supports a fighter's growth. And when the list concludes, explore our playlist devoted to martial arts legends. Number 5. Flashpoint. Here, Donnie Yen embraces a fully modernized approach to martial arts choreography, integrating MMA techniques with the fluid efficiency that became a signature of his later career. Set against a backdrop of police investigations and triad conflict, Yen portrays an officer driven by a fierce sense of justice, willing to blur boundaries in pursuit of truth. The film's standout fights feature explosive takedowns, rapid strikes, and ground combat that feels immediate and punishing. Yen's physical performance conveys both anger and vulnerability, turning each confrontation into a test of resilience rather than style alone. The gritty tone and lean storytelling emphasize tension over spectacle, creating a world where violence carries real consequence. Flashpoint remains a milestone for its innovation, laying the groundwork for the evolution of contemporary screen combat in the following decade. Number 4. SPL, Sha Po Lang. This film represents one of Donnie Yen's most significant creative breakthroughs, merging emotional storytelling with a stark, hard-edged style of combat. Playing a determined detective entangled in a moral struggle, Yen anchors a narrative defined by desperation, loyalty, and the consequences of unchecked power. The choreography is crisp and brutal, with the alleyway knife fight against Wu Jing standing as a defining moment in modern action cinema. Each exchange is tightly constructed, emphasizing rhythm, timing, and the sudden violence that erupts in moments of crisis. The film's noir-like atmosphere deepens its sense of inevitability, portraying a world where duty collides with personal conviction. SPL endures as a turning point, not only for Yen's approach to choreography, but for the genre's overall shift toward realism and emotional gravity. Number 3. Raging Fire. As one of Benny Chan's final films, this work carries a sense of farewell that permeates every frame. Donnie Yen portrays a principled officer facing a former protege whose disillusionment has driven him into darkness. Their conflict unfolds through intensely crafted action sequences, combining robust gunplay with tightly choreographed hand-to-hand combat. Yen's movements reflect experience rather than youthful ferocity, showing a fighter tempered by time and responsibility. The urban setting magnifies the film's harshness, turning each pursuit into a confrontation with choices made long ago. Beneath the explosions and precision strikes lies an undercurrent of tragedy, honoring both Chan's legacy and Yen's enduring commitment to authentic physical storytelling. Raging Fire stands among Yen's most mature works, capturing the weight of a career built on discipline, integrity, and relentless craft. Number 2. Iron Monkey. This early collaboration between Donnie Yen and director Yuen Wu-ping remains one of the most graceful and spirited showcases of classical martial arts on film. Yen portrays Wang Ke-ying, a physician and skilled fighter whose calm presence contrasts with the film's vibrant energy. The choreography blends traditional kung fu techniques with elegant wire work, creating movements that feel both physically grounded and heroically elevated. Each confrontation is designed with clarity and balance, emphasizing precision, discipline, and the moral convictions that drive the characters. The partnership between Yen and Yu Rongguang adds emotional texture, shaping a story about justice, compassion, and the responsibilities of those who possess great skill. Iron Monkey endures as a beloved entry in Yen's filmography, capturing the timeless appeal of wuxia while hinting at the depth and versatility he would later bring to modern action cinema. Number 1. Ip Man. This landmark film redefined Donnie Yen's career, presenting him not only as a master of movement, but as an actor capable of profound restraint and dignity. Portraying the legendary Wing Chun grandmaster, Yen delivers a performance rooted in humility, discipline, and unwavering moral clarity. The choreography emphasizes structure, efficiency, and emotional intention, particularly in the now iconic sequence where Ip Man confronts 10 black belts with calm, devastating precision. Director Wilson Yip frames the story against the hardships of wartime, allowing each fight to reflect broader themes of identity, resilience, and cultural pride. Ip Man's success sparked international recognition, influencing a new wave of martial arts cinema and solidifying Yen as one of the genre's defining figures. It remains his most important work, a film where technique and philosophy merge into something enduring and unforgettable. These 10 films reveal how Donnie Yen has shaped martial arts cinema through precision, conviction, and a belief that movement can express character as deeply as dialogue. Across his career, he has shown that mastery is not measured only in strength, but in restraint, intention, and the courage to evolve. Each film echoes a different part of that journey, forming a portrait of an artist who continually refined his craft while honoring the traditions that shaped him. If this countdown resonated with your appreciation for thoughtful, disciplined action, feel free to subscribe. More explorations into the stories and figures who define the genre are ahead, each carrying its own reflections on identity, legacy, and the enduring spirit of the martial arts.